Hot
by Barbara
and Caitlin. Icy Hot is a pain-relieving patch that's available in many different forms. We will be focusing on the patch for our project. It can be used for sore muscles, backaches, cramps, arthritis, and sprains. It can be found in many households in the U.S. and is a common pain-relieving method for many athletes. It works quickly to relax muscles and get rid of pain, but is also good for people with arthritis. The patch works by first getting icy to dull the pain, and then turns warm to relax the muscles and get rid of the pain. In our presentation, we will be talking about the chemical processes used to turn the patch from icy to hot and how that works to relieve your pain.
So,
Shaquille O'Neal is a common sponsor for Icy Hot.
because they are very good and very useful. Okay, so the repellent chemistry, it's different for hot and cold. So for hot, the hot pack is exothermic, meaning that it releases heat, while the cold pack is endothermic, meaning that it absorbs heat from the environment. So basically, as heat leaves the body, you feel the cold. In the hot packets, the chemicals that are found are calcium chloride or magnesium sulfate, and they're used because they dissolve in water, and once they dissolve in water, they produce heat. In the cold, however, what's found is ammonium nitrate because it absorbs a lot of the heat and it dissolves in water, causing the reaction to become a cold pack. The hot pack can reach temperatures up to 90 degrees Celsius, which is extremely hot. That's why when athletes or whoever is using it, they should wear like a towel on top of it, while the cold can reach temperature as low as 0 degrees. And how it works, in order for this reactions to work, what you do is you get the pouch, you break it, you just like snap it, and then you just like shake it a lot, and then it becomes either hot or cold depending on what you have.
The Icy Hot patch is an analgesic, and it works to relieve and eliminate pain. The two main ingredients in Icy Hot are counter-irritants. They're methyl salicylate and menthol. And the methyl salicylate causes temperature change. It feels cold at first, but then it works and it causes the phosphate groups to detach through oxidization. And then catabolism, which is a process in metabolism, works to break up the phosphate bonds, and it produces a heat energy, and it breaks down the larger molecules into small molecules, which then creates heat energy and causes the patch to turn warm. And this is good for pain relieving because pain is felt by the brain through nerve endings, and when you feel pain, the nerve receptors send that signal to the brain, and then the brain sends out the signal of pain. But the Icy Hot patch works by sending hot and cold signals to the brain instead, which blocks out the pain.
So it is a very complicated process, but we just don't know it, you know. So the hot and cold package, like, they do have their side effects. The first one, the most obvious one, being that they do not last long. Approximately they last 20 minutes, but I don't think so. I think in my personal use, I think they last less, around like 15 minutes or so. So that kind of stinks. They can only be used once. So after you use it, you pretty much just throw it away, and they can be, if you use them for long term, they can be quite expensive because you're not only paying for hot and cold pouches, but I bet you're paying for other medical things. Also, the ammonium nitrate that's used for the cold packs are slightly toxic, which is obviously bad because let's say a kid is using one and his parents turn around for like 2 minutes or so. If the kid starts biting it and it breaks, the kid will be intoxicated because he swallowed the ammonium nitrate. So obviously we don't want that to happen. So it is bad. Also, it can cause ammonium nitrate. If it's on your skin, it can start like burning or itching. And if the person is allergic, it can also be very risky. Also, the plastic pouch where it comes, it's a hard material to recycle because I don't know if you guys have used them, but they're like very thick and big and like complicated, and they have like more plastic inside of it. So if you do recycle it, it will take a long time to degrade. So that's not good. So the last slides, so as improvements. Okay, I'm gonna say this. We believe that we should use plastic that's more easier to recycle and it's less damaging for the environment and for us. So we recommend that maybe the pouches should be made of plastic 1P, like the bottles. So like one material that's easier and not as toxic. Also, they should be done more durable or stronger because they're easy to break. If you have them like on a bag and you throw something that's like pointy, you can break them like a pen, or like, if a child like bites it really hard, it's easy to like break it. So that should be improved.
We also suggested that they should use non-toxic ingredients because, like Barbara said, the ammonium nitrate can cause rashes and is toxic if ingested. And we also said that if there's a way to reduce such a strong fragrance, because if you try to use them if you go to work or something, it's not really good because you can smell it everywhere and it's really, really strong.
Well, and the last one was that, well, some of it, like the smell because of the toxins is strong. Maybe for some people it can be like, like very uncomfortable. So if they created like a less harmful smell, I think it will be better. Okay, so in conclusion, we think that icy and hot pouches, they are good, but as everything, they do have their consequences because as we see, they are toxic in some ways, but they are very helpful.
I agree.
So